So I'm also being told that you are very creative, or you are moving towards creativity. You are very positive right now. Whosoever I'm channeling, you are in a very different zone. Before the addiction pattern was solved, you were not in a good zone. You were very negative, you were upset with a lot of people. But this change has happened because you were so strongly determined to shift from that energy, shift out from that energy. So, all of this is happening in cycles and phases for you. You have realized that nothing can fix in one day. So, today you will work a little bit on that addiction, tomorrow you will work a little bit more. Then, maybe for example, you decide to exercise at every morning at 6 a.m. Okay, today you decided, and tomorrow something happened, an emergency happened in the morning, and you had to cancel. Then second day it started raining, you had to cancel. Mentally you are still working on yourself. Mentally you are like, I will do it and I will go. But it is by nature, things are happening in such a way that you are not able to do it. But you are very strong in your head. So as soon as you get time, you do it. As soon as you get the energy, you do it. You are not wasting even one single day of your life right now. That is how much enthusiastic, and that is how much surrender you are practicing. I have a very strong feeling that some of you are also working on solar plexus chant. You have been watching the content of my channel. If you have been doing so, then maybe even that is having an impact on you, because as soon as you start working on the solar plexus Bij mantra, when you repeat this sound again and again, it creates a lot of peace and harmony within you. Energetically you feel very raised. So I think something has happened in your life and it has become your prized possession. Like you have made some kind of you have leveled up. Okay, you have leveled up, and how? You have leveled up, and how? I am so impressed by whosoever's energy it is. You are amazing. You are shining. You are feeling the love within. You're feeling the bliss within. You're feeling the joy within. I have never said this type of statement, but I'm saying it for whosoever it is. Starseed Twinflame, you are so wonderful. You are so, so, so damn wonderful. Wow. So, you are also entering a new business venture or a job, or you've actually realized some things about money. Like you don't see money the same way. Even money addiction I'm being shown. So money addiction, love addiction, so many addictions you've been battling with. And it could have also happened because of a specific person. Like you got so sick and tired of chasing a person, or you got so sick and tired of being around a very strange kind of a person who was not present in your life. You have done this because the time to move on for you from a specific person or a specific addiction or a certain pattern has come, and you know it. Like you know it, and you feel the energy, you feel the courage. You're not scared anymore. You don't care anymore. That's what is happening. Now, I could have looked for a star sign in this, but if you're a star seed, any star sign is wonderful for you, You finally want to create a portal to quantum leap from your problems. Like you have finally learned it. So if a disease comes, financial crisis comes, some people backstab you, somebody is very negative towards you, you are like a child. You don't give a rat's ass. What more can I say? What more can I say? And the dance they had with you has made them feel the dire need to introspect their own role in everything. So some people who were a part of your life, who you have moved on from or you are done with, you're actually inspiring them also, because they had a certain relationship with you. They can never meet someone like you. They can never meet someone like you. You are just a unique person. And when they lose you also, they are suffering without you. And you don't want to accept them the way they are. That's it. Full stop. So, maybe you've moved on, walked away. The most powerful type of move on is energetic move on. Energetically, you have cut the cord. Energetically, you have detached from this particular situation. And I'm not pointing out only at romantic situation. That is also there, but there is also, with it, there is also narcissism going on. Family people are being shown to me. Like you've been struggling with a certain specific person a lot. And no matter what you do for them, they have to make you feel unwanted. They have to act in certain ways. They have to say certain things. They have to do certain things that it will always feel like you are clinging on to them. So you don't want to cling on. You want to cling on, but now you want to cling on to source. You have decided, you have made up your mind that I will cling on to my inner work, I will cling on to source, I will cling on to true love. Mind it. This is your feeling that you want to. I don't know why I said mind it, but it came so naturally in this. You really want to cling on to love. You have understood many things about love, about life, and you are totally submerged in inner work right now. Totally. You are the one who has won the hearts of many gods and goddesses with your tapasya, with your inner work, with your strength, with your courage, with your willpower to fight these addictions, the patterns. You have impressed so many invisible and visible angels around you, gods and goddesses. So you are giving up on the doership and letting things come to you instead. Now you've realized there is no point trying too hard. There is no point making so much effort. There is no point of doing anything on this planet. The best thing is just enjoy, just be a watcher. So you have started taking up your watcher role very seriously because it has started giving you so many perks. You have been a person who used to react a lot. You have been a person who used to unnecessarily get tangled, be a part of the drama, be a part of the unnecessary talks, gossips. You've been there, done that. Now you just like to watch people, and it's so interesting for you to watch people. Like you are just having a gala time, just observing people. By not saying anything or by not doing anything, you're just going on like, let me just enjoy this. Let me enjoy this. Wow, you're in that zone. And imagine being so smart, being so intelligent that you watch people, you observe people, but you still have compassion and you still have detachment. You have learned a great lesson, and that is to love without any attachments. You are so detached, you're such a Vairagi. You can feel the Shiva energy, you can feel the Shakti energy in you. You are so detached, you're so thankful and grateful to God for this experience that you no longer feel like doing anything. You don't want to lift your finger also. You feel I'm not even the doer. Doer is God, doer is source, doer are my masters. Why am I worrying? What is going to happen? I think in the last few months, please mention if it has happened, either you have gone through some kind of disease, either you have gone through some kind of financial crisis, you have gone through some kind of major disturbance, and that has taught you a lot on how to observe and how to watch. So Ace of Wands is showing me new projects. Basically, you are all gung-ho to explore your potentials now because you have spent a lot of time in this life being dark, being in dark energy, being sad, being troubled, being unnecessarily in pain, doing things unnecessarily, trying things out. You've done everything. Now your focus is on inner work, and you will enter the phase of deep inner work, very deep inner work. You're enjoying inner work so much that every day you look forward to whatever you're doing. You know what you're doing. Okay. You can work with me also. Mind it. But as I always say, everything is predestined and everything is written. When the time will come, everything happens on its own. And this is one great lesson. So lesson has come to you. You have practically started tasting it also. But now new things will come, new levels will come, new responsibilities, new stuff, and you are right now you are waiting for it. Right now you're not scared of anything, okay, because you have this, you've possessed it eternally. You have it, okay. It's not something that someone gives you a physical object and says, hey, you keep it, this is your energy, this is your power, you keep it. If you keep it in your purse, you will be powerful always. No one can defeat you. But you are not thinking about physical stuff, you're thinking about this. You feel that what you have is now eternally with you. Who can take it? So why be so attached to all this physical objects, physical things? The body is also temporary. You can't take this body only, so why take away the attachments which are connected to the body? So as I said, it's a very advanced channeling for very advanced people. You are the one who has won the hearts of many gods and goddesses with your tapasya. Now this is something that I'm going to elaborate in the next session for sure. This is very, very deep stuff. You're also being extra careful. You are not involving yourself with people, like I just said. You're okay to enter the crowd, you're okay to spend time in the crowded places, but you don't connect with anyone one on one, because you're very smart now. You understand that you're a projector. So when people see you only, a lot of people are just looking at you and going, wow, who is this person? Wow, who's this person? Because as long as you're in a place, you are very happy. As long as you're in a place, you're very realistic. You're totally in the present moment. You're not scared of making mistakes. You are making mistakes also. Okay? So, and one more thing has happened with you. You have got so much faith in God, so much faith in masters, that you know that the people who have troubled you will pay for it without a doubt. And when I say this, I'm not saying it with a very negative connotation or negative energy. For example, you are driving a car, okay? You're on the road. It's a peak hour time, evening time. It's good traffic is there. And then suddenly an ambulance comes, okay? So you want to give way to the ambulance, and there is a signal. There is a wait sign on the road. So you want to give way to the ambulance, and while you're doing that, the ambulance is getting to go. There's a patient inside. You see that. You're very compassionate as well. But right behind you, there is a car of a fancy person. Like I'm being shown, say it's a very rich guy. Some rich dudes are in the car. They are very rich. They must be very good looking. They must be wearing branded clothes. But they are truly uneducated and cheap people, because they start honking very badly. They're honking unnecessarily. You ask them, you gesture them, what's the matter? The ambulance is going. Maybe they show a middle finger to you. Maybe they say something abusive to you. You can't hear their words, but you can see their signs and gestures. Earlier you would have reacted. Earlier you would have fought with those people. But now you're saying, this person, look at their karma. Look at how they're talking. Look at how they're behaving. How will they be happy? They are so miserable. They just want to jump a light. They just want to go somewhere. They're in such a big hurry that they cannot even see the ambulance. They cannot see there's a patient inside, and they cannot see it's a traffic signal, and there are so many other cars also. But these men are honking their fancy cars horn. Honk the horn if you're horny. These are horny pricks. These people are just creating pollution and population on this planet by their existence. They are not doing anything good. So you feel like, I don't need to give my reaction to these type of hooligans. They can go wherever they want. And you know that they will pay for it. Whatever they did, the misbehavior, the madness, they will pay for it. So even mentally, even in your mind, you don't want to give them any importance. They leave, you feel bad for them, and you also laugh at them. Like, a smile induced with sympathy or empathy. Like, oh, poor people. What is wrong with them? They are so miserable. Like, I'll give you an example. The other day I was looking at some very cheap celebrity, because nowadays most people are celebrities on Instagram, on YouTube, wherever you go, in the movies. Anybody can be a celebrity. Anybody can become famous. You just have to do some really sick things. So this lady I saw on the internet, she has got some boob job done, okay. Now her boobs are so big and in the face that you cannot even ignore it. On top of that, she wears this really low plunging neckline, and she is standing in front of the media. She's got so much Botox on her face. Her lips have swollen up. Her skin, you can see that her skin is very damaged. She cannot even speak properly, because when she tries to speak, everything is, when people take Botox injections, they do some fillers, the skin becomes very insensitive, you can say. Insensitive is the right word. You don't have any feeling. So we need our muscles to work when we are talking. We need our body to work, okay. Now with this type of showcasing of certain physical assets of her body, she was actually very happy that so many people were clicking her picture. And I was just checking her profile, and the comment section was full of abusive language, and people calling her out, and people saying mean things to her. But all she cares about the views. All she cares that somebody is watching her. Okay, 50,000 people have seen me. Great. 1 million people have seen me. That's all I want. So these are very miserable people. They are so miserable that to get attention, just to get that attention, these poor miserable human beings are doing so much. They are giving pain to their body. They are having these artificial bodies. Trust me, these artificial bodies, I have sensed pain in those people's lives. I've spoken to so many of them. I've worked with some of them. They are very miserable. And nowadays there is a madness going on in the planet. Everybody wants to have Instagram followers and Instagram likes and this and that. Like, there is no actual content. Very few people are sharing actual content. Most people are not. And all those few people are doing a great job. Like, they are doing some animal related work, they are doing some nature related work. Even they are doing well, undoubtedly, I will not say. But there is such a big difference between those people and these attention seeking people. Why did I give the example of this? Is because you see their pain, you see through their pain, you feel bad for them, and you ask God to help them out. You say, God, please help this person out. This person is so miserable. This person is suffering so much. They just want someone to just look at them once, just to be looked by someone once, just to get a little bit of attention. Look at how much torture they're putting themselves through. So imagine reaching that level or reaching that phase of mental powerless, and despite doing all of this, you're not stuck in that emotion. You make the prayer, you move on. You make the prayer, you move on. So not only it is the addiction pattern that you're moving on from, if there are people around you who produce or induce these addiction patterns, you're moving on from them also. You are in the crowd, but you're still not in the crowd. You're with people and you're still not with people. Maybe you're living alone by yourself. Maybe you have your own apartment. Maybe your root chakra is very strong. Whatever it is. Maybe it is not, maybe it is. But this point is popping out a lot. Okay? You don't even want to take revenge. You don't even want to curse someone. You don't want to do anything. You are looking at people like a projection. Like it's a thought cluster. You are looking at a person's energy and you see them as a big cluster of thoughts, big cluster of energy, and you can sense their energy, distorted energy especially. So even if you have to talk with them, you have to do small talk with them or a long talk. Like maybe you are in the cab, you book a Uber, you meet say 2 drivers, you book 2 Ubers in one day. Okay, just an example. We all book Ubers, right? You are easily able to sense that this Uber driver is going to be a nice person. This will not be. You have talked with people in random places. In random places, you have shown people the light. You have made people happy. You have stood by people, and then you have walked out like you didn't even exist in that moment. You did your job without any expectations and you came out. Divine masculine realizes that via their relationship, the divine feminine has figured out about narcissistic abuse and how it had impacted them. So even he does not want to enable his behavior patterns that were unhealthy. So addiction pattern is coming, the awareness for you as well as even those people who were close to you once upon a time. Maybe mentally you are still close to them, mentally you still wish them well, mentally you have forgiven everyone or you want to forgive everyone. At least you have reached the point where you are saying, I want to forgive everyone. I don't care. You're thinking, I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass. You can do whatever you want. You want to live your life, go live your life. You want to marry someone else, please do. You want to hang out with someone else, please do. You don't want to talk to me, please don't. You don't like my face, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters, basically. So, this particular channeling is also another reminder for you that you are definitely in alignment. You are either in alignment or you figured things out. So, you are moving towards beautiful total alignment. Okay, maybe you want to work on yourself, maybe you want to learn different things, but now you want to do it side by side. So now you don't see it as a devil. You don't see them like this. You feel bad for the devil also. You feel like, why is this devil hanging out with these 2 people? Why can't he free them? Why can't he free them both? Why is he chaining them like this? Why is he sitting in this position? Why is it so much darkness around this devil, poor demon? You are feeling bad for the demons and devils also now. What stage you have reached? Okay, you actually see through things, because you realize that everybody is just fooling each other. It's an illusion of happiness that they are creating, but they are actually not happy. All they want is attention. So many people now around you are craving only and only for attention. So, my dear friends, on this beautiful note, interesting note, I'm going to close this particular session. You can get my book, In the Name of Love. Only get the Amazon Kindle copy, because that's the latest edited version. You can work with me. You can work with me. I just thought of something very funny. So you can work with me, you can get therapy, you can get sessions from me. This is my email address, the sunamoon@gmail.com, and mentioned below are the details of all the therapies. Just keep enjoying the inner work. Keep feeling bad for the devil. There are other interesting channelings also connected to this particular energy, but of course step by step I will share it with you all. And yes, I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.